All right, hi. Welcome to our Sunday night power plan. It is the 9th of October. If you live around me here in Ohio, it's cold, and I'm not happy about that. So hopefully it gets a little bit better. I feel like we hit winter all of a sudden. Um, okay, so we're going to go over our plan for the week. I hope you have your calendar in front of you, your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1s in front of you, a secondary device if possible, because I love for people to be able to play along when we look up things like upcoming auto ships and things like that. So what I'm going to do, I have got a mess on my desk this very second, but moving into this next week, today is the 9th. Well, so we have an auto ship tomorrow and we have one next Saturday. So let's go ahead and we'll do both of those today during our power plan. But as always, you guys, we're going to start with our rate of run. So first thing I want you to do is get logged into your cloud. Got to do it myself. Here we go. Okay. All right, we're going to get logged into the cloud, and right there on that very main page, when you first log in, just scroll on down until you see your business dashboard and it says business snapshot. Click on business snapshot. It'll drop down a bit of a menu for you. You're going to see your PPA, so your green, your orange, and your not brown, gray. Under that, you'll see qualifications. Within that chunk of qualifications, you're going to see something that says current QV. That is the dollar amount that you, your promoters, your customers, anyone who has signed up under you or falls under you, that's the total dollars that have been sold so far. So you're going to take that dollar amount and you're going to divide it by 9 because we're on the 9th day of the month. So we're just trying to come up with a daily average. I think that was the exact daily average we were at last month at this time. Interesting. Anyway, so see, that's kind of the fun of the numbers. Like if you keep track of your rate of run and you keep following your rate of run, you're going to start to see a pattern. But basically the new number you have where you took the big number and you divided it by 9, you now have your daily average. And so now you're going to take that daily average, you're going to multiply it by 31 because we have 31 days in October. It's a blessing to have that extra day. If you don't believe me, watch the magic that happens in the last 24 hours of a month. So now you're looking at a much larger number, and this is the number that you were on, that your rate of run suggests that you will get to by the end of the month if you keep working at the rate you're going. So we've had one auto ship. We're having a buy two, get one right now, which is awesome. Hopefully you guys have been working on that. We'll talk about that in a second. But again, as I always say, this is not a guaranteed number. So don't look at it and be like, sweet, and take your foot off the gas. Also, don't look at it and think, crap, it's never going to happen, and stop pushing for it. This is just a guide to give you an idea of where you are. And I just always love checking that number because it helps. I know a lot of people like to say we're not in sales, we just share. I get that, but we also are running a business. So whether you sell or whether you share, you are running a business and you have to know your numbers if you're running a business. So speaking of numbers really quickly, I would love to know in the chat, how many of you sent out text messages or Facebook messages or whatever the heck it is that you do? Actually, don't tell me if you did or not. Tell me how many messages you sent out this weekend about the buy two, get one. Throw that in the chat for me. How many people did you text or message or call? Can't even begin to count. That's an excellent answer, Sandra Dilbeck. Susan Kaufman also lost count. I love it. That's good. That's what I want. My point of that question was, well, we had a promoter on our team today who went away for the weekend and she was off the grid, like they were camping, having fun. She didn't find out until, I don't know, I think it was like 2 hours ago that there was even a promo going on. So how many people on your list probably just are coming home from their weekend, or they're just checking their phone for the first time, like going through their emails? Whereas had you text them or message them yesterday and today, they would have had more time to think about it and respond. I never, ever, 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 ever assume that people are getting their emails from Lavelle. You don't know who's gone in there and said unsubscribe. You don't know who's gone in there and told their email system that, hey, when these come through, just send them on to trash. I don't want to look at them. You have no idea. But if you take the time to text or Facebook message or call or whatever it is that you do, I don't want to say you guarantee, but well, you definitely guarantee that they now for sure know there's a promo. And that's going to up your chances of actually getting an order and helping a customer. Susan said I had a new promoter get 3 new customers from our message. Yes. Kim says not for sure, because you sent so many. I like that, Kim. That's what I'm going to go with. So just keep that in mind, you guys. I know, I mean, it's great that Lavelle emails that stuff out, but remember, if you're not a promoter, which most of, I mean, look how many promoters are on this downline and look how many are on the Zoom. Just because someone's a promoter does not mean they're paying attention to what's going on. And especially customers, they've got a million things happening. I know this weekend alone, there were homecomings. We had weddings in the family. Sandra D's about to have a baby in the family here in the next, hopefully less than 24 hours. People have stuff going on. So you have to remember to reach out and do that customer service aspect of your job. And don't forget, we have Thrive Connect that we can also be messaging through. So I will give you my Thrive Connect tip. I create my own graphic to send because I just feel like it's less salesy if it's me and I made it and I'm talking about it. But if you're in a pinch, there's graphics in there that you can just send. Come up with your verbiage, make sure it's catchy and quick, and just send those messages out. There is nothing quite as exciting as getting the notification that so-and-so opened your message from Thrive Connect, or like click the link or whatever they call it. Okay, so that was my little high horse about Thrive Connect and messages. Okay, so moving forward, hopefully you have your blank 543. I'm in charge of GNR, so thank the Lord for, oh yeah. Yeah. You're about to have 3 grandbabies, girl. You're gonna need all the Thrive you can get. Looking ahead at our blank 54321 for the week, let's get back into our cloud and we're gonna see who, hopefully if somebody has an auto ship coming out tomorrow, you've already connected with them, but just in case, we're gonna just double check. We're gonna go into our menu this time in the cloud. We're gonna go to my team, my customers, and at the top where it says customer number, customer name, email, scroll all the way to the right. And you're going to, on where it says next auto ship, that box, actually click that box twice. It's going to populate for you. So look for anybody that has a 1010 or a 1015 auto ship. And you're going to write those names down. So if somebody has a 1010 auto ship, hop off the Zoom right here and now, send them a message, get the conversation started, and you can catch this replay on the YouTube, okay? And just be honest with them. It's been a busy weekend. I've been meaning to reach out to you all weekend, whatever. Your auto ship is running tomorrow, and I just want to make sure that you're still okay with chocolate. Your auto ship is coming out tomorrow, and I just want to make sure you didn't want to try a new, I don't know, the new DFT, like whatever you want to ask, especially because if they got excited today and took advantage of the buy two, get one, and then tomorrow they're going to have an auto ship run because they didn't put that together because, again, they're customers, not promoters. They may not be thinking. Make sure you talk to them about, hey, your auto ship is coming out tomorrow. And if they say, oh, I placed an order, or you'll see in your back office if they placed an order, hey, we need to go and change the date on your, like, be customer service for these people, I guess is my point. And then otherwise, if you have like people who have an auto ship on 10/15, which is this coming Saturday, I would put them down on your follow-up for Tuesday or Wednesday of this week, get a conversation started, find out how their weekend went, how they're feeling, what's going on in their world, and then do the, you said you were really busy and you struggled with, I don't know, whatever they were struggling with. Maybe, so we had a friend that went hiking and she was like, gosh, my hips were killing me the whole time. You know what? You mentioned at dinner the other night, your hips were driving you crazy. I think we should add Move Gel to your 3 steps and see where that takes you. Like, constantly be thinking of what you could do to help them in the form of one of your products when it comes to their auto ship. So make sure you have those names written down. Again, we have an auto ship running tomorrow on 10/10, or we have an auto ship coming up on 10/15, and that'll happen before we all see each other again. I want to, not that this Zoom is about me by any way, shape, or form. However, the last couple of Zooms I've shared with you guys how I'm really working on my goals and trying to be super intentional and focused with what I'm doing. And so I just want to encourage you, if you haven't yet gone into your cloud under your customer list, just put your cursor in the upper right-hand corner, click and drag that bad boy all the way down through your customer list, hit copy, and then paste it over in an Excel spreadsheet so that you can have all of your customers' information. I then went through, I just kept their name, their email, and their phone number because that's really all I wanted. I didn't care about all the other information that pops up on that. I wanted to make it concise. Say how to do that again. So you're just going to copy and paste. So you're going to pull up your customer list. You're going to put your cursor in the upper left-hand corner where it says customer number, whatever that first thing is in the list. Click it, hold it down, and just scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page. and then it'll all be, highlighted. So then you can right click it to make it say copy, then go in and open a new Excel. I don't know, somebody may know on here, maybe you can do it in Word. I prefer Excel because it puts it in the columns with the little lines, and it, like, you know what I mean? Like it makes it easier to read. See how it's got the lines and stuff to it. But one of my big goals for the month of October, because that's on my next to-do list. Okay. Because one of my big goals for October was to be using this Thrive Connect app, right? We have it. I've had it since June when we were in San Diego. It's on my phone. I look at it, but I wasn't really using it. And if I did use it, I used it once or twice and I was like, wow, cool, I used it. So I wanted to get intentional. So what I did was I created a graphic about overnight oats that has a pretty picture of some jars with overnight oats. It's actually in the Vibing and Thriving customer group, but it says Make It Monday. So just pay attention to that if you use it. And I put the recipe in there and I just made that my own personal tool, they call it in the app. And then I printed off my customer list. And as you can see from the highlights, the yellow are the people that I was texting. The peach are the people that I'm going back through with Messenger, because not all of my text messages are working for some reason. I'm going to work with Verb on that and get it figured out. But anyway, my point is I sent 10 messages a day. And I just say, hey, I'm sending out my favorite high protein breakfast. Hope you like it. And is hitting send. Because again, you have to remember this list of people, these pages and pages of names, we're always hoping that they spend money with us, right? We're always hoping that they'll up our volume. They'll help us get on a trip. They'll help us get our bonus, whatever it is. Well, I feel like I want to help them. So for the month of October, I have a goal of connecting with every single person that I have a phone number or some sort of messenger, some sort of way I can talk to them. And I'm just using the fancy old highlighter to mark off who I've talked to and who I haven't. And then the next day I turn the page. And so tomorrow I'm going to be starting a whole brand new page. I will say when I first started, I was going to do 5 a day. And then I started realizing how many customer accounts I have. So when I say I'm sending this to customers, just so you know, this is anybody with a free customer account. Some of these people have never ordered. Some of these people are referrals of people. I don't even know some of these people, but I know their email. I know their phone number, and some of them I'm connected to on Messenger. So again, that is something you could be doing. Now, I will just say for me personally, on my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, when I'm doing my follow-ups, I'm treating that as a separate entity versus my Thrive Connect. My Thrive Connect is falling under customer service in my mind this month. So 10 people a day, I'm providing customer service by giving them a recipe that I think they'll enjoy. But on my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, my follow-ups, that's still my who's sampling, who did I talk to, like, you know what I mean? It's like regular. So you decide how you treat it and do it. But we've talked about this before, that the cloud is so full of people you could be talking to, but we forget to talk to them because they've already made their account or they already ordered one time and they dropped off the face of the earth, right? Another thing that I did, thanks to Sandra Delbeck at the end of last month, was I reached out to people who had kind of dropped off the face of the earth. And I said, I said it last week. I gave you guys the verbiage. So if it's not, I can't remember exactly, but something to the extent of, hey, I have $25 of Thrive credit. I think I called it, I had a $25 off coupon. I called it a coupon. People understand that word. Thrive credits is, we understand Thrive credits. They don't. $25 coupon. But anyway, just, it's yours if you'd like it. So this one fella was like, yes, thank you so much. He placed an order last month with his $25 coupon. And today he sent me a message and said, hey, I'm at work. I can't remember my username, but I want to take advantage of this buy two, get one. You guys, he disappeared for several months, but the $25 brought him back. Maybe you don't have $25. Maybe you have $5. Maybe you have $10. Maybe you have a blender bottle sitting on your shelf that you got at TJ Maxx for $5, whatever it is. Hey, I've got this free gift with purchase. Maybe he would have said no. And trust me, I sent that message to a lot of people and some people ghosted me or some people said, no, thank you. Now's not a good time. That's fine. Here's the thing. If you're sending that message to 5 to 10 people a day and somebody says no, you're almost like, oh, thank goodness, because I don't have time to send them the credit, whatever. Like if you are talking to so many people, you're not going to get focused on the yeses and the nos. You're going to be focused on the number. Did you send 10 messages today? Did you offer So the other thing I do, so that was September. The other goal I had for October that I'm working on is every day I pick 3 either existing customers or non-promoting promoters, because you guys know those are just existing customers, right? And I reach out to them and I say, this one I just sent a minute ago, so I'll be able to tell you what I said. Sorry, I should have had this ready. Come on, Dale. I said, hey, good afternoon. I have 2 sample packs at my cloud office that I can send out to 2 people on your behalf. Anybody you know that might want to try it. So I started sending that to 3 people a day. Again, I'm not treating that as a follow-up. That's something separate I'm working on. But from that, I've sent out 5 samples. And guess who's telling me to send stuff to people? My non-promoting promoters. But you know what? If I can get a non-promoting promoter to start thriving for free and maybe see 3 or 4 or 5 whatever dollars in their back office popping up, and that grows my volume and that grows my team, heck yeah, I'm all for it. So again, just think, what can you do this week on a consistent basis that's not overwhelming? I send that's a copy and paste message I send to 3 people a day. Do you know how that doesn't even take me 5 minutes? I pull up my cloud, I pick 3 names, I copy and paste it. Can I say it again? Yes, I will gladly say it again. I say, well, the one said good morning, the other one said good afternoon, whatever, however you speak. Morning, I have 2 sample packs in my cloud office that I can send out to 2 people on your behalf. Anybody you know that might want to try. Now, I say cloud office and I don't say the word thrive in this because I'm talking to non-promoting promoters. When I spoke with my just existing customers, I was like, hey, I have 2 sample packs of Thrive that I can send out on to 2 people on your behalf. Anybody, so I said the word Thrive for them so that they knew what I was talking about. But I have 2 sample packs in my cloud office that I can send out to 2 people in your behalf. Anybody you know that might want to try. And it's funny, I had one lady write me back. She's like, oh, honey, all my friends are old, and she's older. But I was like, you thrive? You love it? Your friends might love it. And then some people just immediately start sending you emails. Yeah, this person, that person, this person. I'm like, oh. So why am I telling you all the things I'm doing? Again, it's not about me. I'm just trying to give you ideas of things to reignite your business. When was the last time you consistently sent out 3 direct messages a day offering samples of Thrive? I'm really good about throwing it out on my stories. I'm really good about throwing it out on Facebook, but it's been a long time since I just specifically went through a list of names and highlighted what I'm doing. When was the last time you gave something to your customers, not a freebie, not a promo, not a discount, not that kind of thing, but like a recipe, a health tip? Again, really good about, Wellness Wednesday, throwing it out there, talking it through. But again, when we post or we do our stories, we're just casting our line, right? It's like skipping a rock on the water and hoping it hits some people. You don't know who it's hitting. But when you pick up your phone and you direct message through the text message or through the Thrive Connect or both or Messenger or however you choose to do it, it's much more purposeful and much more intentional, right? So send out sample offers, send out $5, $10 coupons to people. Now, so just real quick, when somebody would write back and say yes to the $25 coupon, and if you need it, just let me know after the fact and I'll find it for you. But I had a whole thing where I was like, okay, hang on, let me apply the coupon to your account before you place the order. Basically, I was just transferring the credits as you all. But again, if you tell somebody you're going to transfer credits to their account, that's confusing to people that don't know what we're talking about. So I just said, let me go apply the coupon to your account and then you can place your order. I also put a deadline on that just in case you guys were wondering. I said it had to be used by the end of the month. And so then I had a list of names, and whoever had not placed their order by the end of the month, the 3-4 days before the end of the month, I started hounding them. Hey, that coupon's going to expire. That coupon's going to expire. Because you can contact support and say, hey, I sent credits. The person never used it. Can you send those back? Anyway, that was a side note. So upcoming this week, what can you do? I would love to see you throw out your ideas in the chat. What is something did I spark anything in you? Did this conversation give you any idea of something you can do? Bare minimum, if you, at the end of this week, you can say to me, hey, Tammy, I took all of my customers' names, emails, and phone numbers out of the cloud and put them in an Excel spreadsheet. If you can tell me that by this time next week, you are one step further than probably 99% of the promoters in this company. And I know the names are in the cloud. I get it, but I can't highlight the cloud. I can't have the cloud sitting openly in front of me on my desk with my to-do list next to me saying, did you send those 10 messages yet today, Tammy? Right? If out of sight, out of mind, when this screen is black, it means nothing to me. When this is sitting here with no highlights on it, it means something to me. So that right there would be a big step in the right direction. Are you going to offer samples to people? You could totally be working on that, right? These are all things that you guys can be doing in this upcoming week. Now, as always, before we get off here, because we're getting a little low on time, because I chatted too much, I want to encourage you to take your goals for the week, whatever they are, and I want you to think of an action step that can get you closer. So, for example, one of my goals is 2 new promoters. My 2 action steps for today were the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and create my Wi-Fi wealth graphic for the week. So again, is that like me hounding a human and talking to somebody? No, but I'm doing the work to get to where I need to go. So by now the graphic's done on a Sunday, which means I can start posting it on a Monday, which means I can private message it to people on a Tuesday, which means on a Wednesday, it's actually going to happen, right? So you can just break those down. Sandra says I'm doing a graphic for each customer and promoter who sent me their info I asked for. Also, I'm only 2 categories away from getting all my taxes caught up. Yes, that was another one of her goals, was to get her taxes done. So think about your goals, break them down. Oh, I'll show you the other thing that I've been working on. And Lindsay can tell you that I bitched and moaned the whole time I worked on this, but I created my own social media calendar. That was stressful. That was super stressful. It doesn't sound like it'd be stressful, but for whatever reason, it stressed me out. But I did it. But I will tell you, so far, had I not done this, I would have forgot to talk about detox today. Why? Because I'm not detoxing this month. But I want people to detox because we have a detox group this month. But if I'm not doing it, I'm not thinking about it, right? But my calendar reminded me that, oh, I needed to do a live today where I talk about detox because we only have a few more days to take orders for them to participate on the 20th. So, and I know I'm doing a Wi-Fi wealth on Wednesday, but it would be easy for me to forget to talk about it on Tuesday, right? So I would encourage you to, it was stressful for her and look, yeah, it was very stressful, but it's definitely made me consistent. Okay, so moving forward this week, just to give you guys an idea of what's going on. Obviously we have our power plan tonight. We have the power plans, working Zooms during the week. We have the lunch and learn on Monday, 12:45 Eastern. For those of you that are in my downline, we have you'll be getting assigned a podcast for the week. We'll have social media training on Tuesday at 9. To this coming Tuesday, Galaxy S21 says, I'm reaching out to former thrivers. You get it, Galaxy S21. I wish I knew who you were, but whoever you are, I'm excited for you. And yes, former thrivers. Doesn't it ever blow your mind where like somebody tells you how much they love Thrive and then they drop off the face of the earth? And you're like, but you loved it. They just might need you to say, hey, I got a $10 coupon if you're thinking about thriving again. Again, they might ignore you or they might not. Who knows? But so starting this Tuesday, so, we started, so Monday mornings, Courtney, I almost called her Courtney Cox, but that would be a famous actress. Courtney Summers started the masterminds for Monday morning. Wednesday, I'm doing Wi-Fi Wealth. Well, Samantha Cox is stepping up to the plate, and on Tuesday evenings at 8 p.m. Eastern, she is going to have at least 2 people a week share their Thrive stories. It's going to be in Zoom like we do Wi-Fi Wealth, but she's going to stream it to her Facebook Live like we do Wi-Fi Wealth. So even if people aren't on it, you can go to her page and share it. It'll be a live video that you can share. So keep your eyes open for that. Again, that is just something we're doing for the team, but we're making it public so everybody can. It's Yola. Thank you, Yola. She got a new phone. Oh, girl, good luck with that. So we have that, and then there'll be a guest for StreamYard when they're really, really good. We share those with everybody. And then also, one last thing. Anybody have any questions while I'm looking for this picture or any comments they want to make? We are going to, that's not today. So this week, your guys, is the daily challenges. I have to put my glasses on for this. Wednesday at 8. Wednesday, 8 a.m. Central and 6:30 p.m. Central. Lindsay and Sandra do work with me. Yes, thank you. Okay, So there's a work with me every single day, you guys. If you don't have that list, let me know and we'll get you a list. But there's Sunday night power plan, like what you're on right now, where we kind of think about the whole week and we brainstorm and we think big ideas. But during the week, there's actually a work with me where they'll say, okay, the next 10 minutes, you're going to send out these messages. The next 10 minutes, you're going to go to your Instagram. The next, like you literally, you don't even have to think. You just have to show up and do the work. And, showing up is half the battle. Daily challenges for this week. Tomorrow is Mailbox Monday. You're going to show yourself creating a sample pack and you're going to make an offer to send out one of those packs to up to 5 people. So how can you do that? You can do it in a reel. You can do it in your stories. You can make a post about it. On Tuesday, we have the alphabet challenge of reaching out to 5 people with the first or last name beginning with the letter F. Wednesday is Wake Up Wednesday. You're going to make a reel about your morning routine and how you choose to start your day using your voice. So in other words, your reel, you're going to talk or do a voiceover in your reel. And obviously how you wake up is your thrive, but maybe you have your thrive in the background while you're showing that you do your devotionals, or you're showing that you go for a walk, or you're showing that you spend time with your puppy, like whatever it is that you do. Thursday, we're back to the alphabet challenge, only this time it's the letter G. Friday, you have your fan page Fridays. You're going to share a fan page story that will resonate with someone on your leads list. So a lot of times people are like, I don't know what story to pick. Think in your mind of one person who you're like, man, I've been talking to her and I know she wants to thrive. Go find a story for her or him and post it. Hopefully it finds that person, but if it doesn't, it's going to find somebody, right? So don't overwhelm yourself because there's so much to pick from. Saturday is Social Saturday. You're going to create a story using a poll or a post of some sort, asking everybody what their plan for the weekend is. It is fall. It is pumpkin, apple cider, hay wagon, homecoming, football, galore time. Asking people what they're going to do on their weekend is an easy way to get a conversation started. So, all right, you guys, I feel like I gave you lots of ideas. I hope that I did. I super want to encourage you to make sure that you're setting these daily goals. For example, mine is the customer service is sending the 10 messages, sending 3 offers for samples. Make yourself a checklist and do it every day. It's the every day that makes it happen. Could I sit down and spend hours sending out 1 million messages on a Monday and not message anybody else for the rest of the month? I could, but that's going to be A, overwhelming, and B, it's not going to create the momentum that I need. What you put out is what you get back. So if I'm doing my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I'm doing my 10 recipes a day, I'm doing my 3 sample offers a day, and then tomorrow I do my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I do my 2 messages or 10 messages. If you just keep doing the do, which we've heard a million times, right? But if you just keep doing the do, it will come back to you. If you're waiting for Wednesday to get caught up from the last 4 days, you're just digging a hole. You're digging yourself a hole. Just start today, decide tonight what you're doing for the rest of the week. Give yourself a couple of goals for the rest of the week and then head down and go for them, no matter what happens. I mean, obviously that reminder that Susan is also, there is so much going on right now. It's literally like Fall Festival of Thrive. Also, Susan has daily giveaways. Clearly Lavelle has their big promo they have going on. I know there's a 90-day sleigh group happening. There is a chips and salsa accountability group happening. I mean, you guys, you name it, it's out there. You just have to decide that you want to use some of that for motivation or to funnel your customers into, funnel your team members into. If you have people that need motivated, share that stuff with them. Some people really want a daily prize, or some people really want someone to check with them every day and kind of give them a list of things to do. It's all out there. You just have to decide what you want and what your people might want. So anyway, with that, go have a fantastic week. Team, I'll see you back here Monday night for our Zoom. Talk to you guys later. Bye.